Welcome, Nina, to the Dream Restaurant.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome, Nina Conti, to the Dream Restaurant. We've been expecting you for some time.
Oh, wow, exciting. Did you spill something? It sounded explosive.
Well, I did sound like I spelt something, didn't
Yes.
it? Yeah. What would be the worst thing I could have spilt just then, and what would be the best thing?
Minestrone, but worst?
Yeah, that's
Best.
bad, because you've got bits in it.
Popcorn. Fun
yeah.
That's
to
good.
look at.
Fun to look at and pretty fun to pick up and put back in a box,
And
would you
eat.
say? And eat,
Still.
yeah. That's why when I go to the cinema, I just tip my popcorn all over the floor because I know the staff will really enjoy picking that up.
And eating it.
And eating it, yes.
It's really hard not to spill your popcorn in the cinema.
It is.
There's something large about that. There's no to put it under your feet. I feel very tense about where my feet and my popcorn are.
Yeah.
Well, there's nowhere else to put it.
Yeah.
They should provide like overhead storage, like on trains, for you to put your popcorn in.
What about the people sat behind you?
Bad luck. What popcorn all over the floor? You can't have both.
So hang on.
One or the other.
Are you imagining above your head, wherever you're sitting?
Yeah, but like a net.
Yes, now you're talking.
A net.
Like a net shelf.
In fact, the whole cinema is hammocked.
Yeah.
We're lying in hammocks, and
That's
we have
good.
separate hammocks for popcorn.
Yeah.
Separate hammocks for the popcorn next to you, and then you can just reach over and pick out the popcorn. Are you thinking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on either side.
Or you could lie in a hammock and then just they could come and pour the popcorn into the hammock with you, and then you're just in a sort of big old hammock full of popcorn.
It would fall through the holes, but like I think
Sounds
maybe
drying.
if people were beneath you, that would be nice because then they'd be get the rained on with the popcorn above them.
This is like we need acid. I think there's something this is lovely, but it's a little tame as hallucinations go.
Is it? I've never done drugs. This is wild for me. This is wild.
I haven't actually
What should we add to this cinema?
I don't know. I don't know. I was just thinking, I've got to kick this up a notch. What are we going to do with this popcorn now? You know what I mean?
Surely you've done acid. Your shows are crazy. Look at that face you're putting on people.
I know. It's very like that. It's very like it. It's like a
That's
dungeon
very
or
trippy.
something. Yeah.
You must have been on acid to write that.
No, I haven't. Believe it or not, I'm scared. My dad told me when I was about 14 that he knew someone who curled into a ball and screamed for a year after taking acid. And it really went in. It went in. So it's obviously a lie now, looking back.
Clearly a lie.
Gotta be.
It's a lie, Dad. But there are those childhood lies that you don't unpick them until you're much older and go, hang on a minute.
Yeah. You know that whole thing of you get told if the wind changes, if you make a stupid face, the wind changes, you'll stay like that.
Exactly, yes.
My mum told me she went to school with someone who that happened to, genuinely happened to.
For
But I
real.
think my mum believed it.
Really?
She said a girl came back after the summer break and her face had she'd been making a stupid face and her face had changed. Pretty sure it's like,
Your
are you
mum
sure
was
it wasn't like,
convinced by it?
she was convinced by it. I was
Oh,
like,
God.
how old were you? And she's like 13, 14. I was like, you sure it wasn't
a different girl.
a different girl or just like the changes of life?
Yeah.
She's got a different face.
I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
Got a haircut. Speaking of faces, whose face is it anyway?
Great link, man.
Yes.
The Fantastic Show by Nina Conti. Autumn 2025 tour extension. That must mean it's been a popular show, Nina.
It's been very nice. Yes, it's been full.
Yeah.
So we're doing more, and I'm making it very compact in October. I'm doing a lot of touring. I'm so sorry. I'm feeling really guilty. I shat on the popcorn hammock dream by saying it was tame.
You feel bad that you did that?
Really
Do you feel like you were blocking in
I
improv?
started it and I blocked.
Yes.
Maybe we can add some shit to it.
I'm
Maybe
so sorry.
you eat the popcorn, you shit it through the hammock.
Never
and
shit through a hammock.
Oh, no.
Imagine.
Like Play-Doh Factory.
Play-Doh Factory.
Oh, jeez, Louise. Joe
What?
Lycett's
Not
back.
tame enough for you?
Oh, God, I know.
Joe Lycett's back.
Yeah, have you seen his
Yeah.
back coming through? It's
Oh, right,
like a
yeah,
chair or
yeah.
something.
It's a hammock, I think. Yeah, it
Yes,
is a
it's a
hammock he
hammock.
did that with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got mistaken for Lycett again at the weekend by two apps. They were hammered, but it was like 5 p.m. I went in a shop. They're absolutely trashed. They clocked me. And they, well, for one, they were calling me James Lancaster. And then they were like, so good. You're special on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. And I was like, what are you talking about? They don't do comedy 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, doesn't do
It's a
comedy
TV show.
specials. They were like, no, your special was on that. And one of them was Australian. He kept saying, "Look, cunt, it was on Acaster's countdown. You read out the letters that you sent to the car parking guys." I was like, "That's Joe Lycett. No,
That's not a special.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
it's not a special. It was a segment that he did on it. They were furious that I wouldn't admit. They thought I was being. They said, "Stop being humble. Stop being humble," and saying it wasn't you.
Wow.
But what we're talking about is your show, not Joe Lycett on 8 out of 10 Cancers Countdown.
My show, I just did 4 in Scotland, and I got to a point at the end of the one last night in, oh God, it's so hard to remember where we've just been. I was in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
And I got to a point where I had people going like this. I can't remember how it started, but I'm just showing the listener these tweaky little birds my hands are making on either side. Yeah. And they were all 4 people were going like this, and I was making them say ducky, 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 ducky. And something flipped, and suddenly I couldn't speak. And I had to apologise and say, I've taken this somewhere too just so stupid that I can't speak. You've got me. I did it. I blew it. I blew the fuse.
There must be those moments now and again, because I get them and I'm just like up there just telling stories or whatever. But when you're doing that and you've got the audience involved with the masks, you must just be like, take a moment and go, how's it got to this? What's happened now?
Here? Yeah. I'm looking left and right going, what is happening in the universe in this little 12-foot square? It's really odd. But it was delightful. Yeah. And coming out the train in Aberdeen and seeing the rain in the face in the back of the car parks and these sort of flyover roads that don't have pavements. And then you get to the theatre and I think, I'm definitely in the right job, because this theatre feels like the best building to be in now, anywhere. You know, it's like cozy, the lights come on, and you go, oh, thank goodness, home. But then I made them do that.
Why did you make them do that?
Well, it happens without any planning, and someone lifts their hand, and I'm watching everyone like a hawk for something to go with. Somebody lifts a hand, like, I don't know, I suppose they were gesturing about my monkey or something, but I make him say, I have a duck, and I have 2, and this one's happy and this one's sad, and then it's just gone, and then other people start lifting their hands and they want to have their duckies, and everyone's going ducky. I'm like, what sorts of Mr. Blobby nonsense have I come up with here? How do we get home? How do we rise somewhere higher minded?
You met Blobby?
Never met Blobby. I'd be terrified.
I met Blobby.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'd love to meet Blobby.
In and out of the suit. Out of the suit, quite the thesp.
Is it? Oh,
really talks quite loftily about Blobby.
Yeah.
Talks about Blobby in the third
in mask,
person.
like the mask.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Which I guess you got to do sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
You, I've seen your amazing documentary, Her Master's Voice. When you're doing the ventriloquist dummies in the evening, when you've had a bit to drink, I don't think you know which is which, Nina.
Maybe not. No.
That was compelling stuff. There's a point when you push a dummy off your hand and you're like, you're horrible.
What, you think Blobby goes home, gets pissed, puts the head on?
Goes, where is he?
Is there a head? Is it a separate head?
Good question.
Or is it one long
pull? I didn't see him standing like that with I just saw him completely out the costume or in the costume where he is full Blobby, even in rehearsals for the panel show.
Wow.
And you cannot get him to do what he's told.
Blobby doesn't make a noise, does he?
He's such Blobby.
Yeah. That's how we know he's called Mr.
And that's
Blobby.
the guy in there is the one making the Blobby
noise.
He's
going nuts. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going insane. I think it's him doing it.
Well, you
actually didn't ask that question. I should have asked that question, but I'm not. But you're like in the same biz as Blobby.
Yeah, listen.
So you would have thought to ask that.
We can't.
Is that okay to say?
That, James. That's not. No.
How does that make you feel when James said that you're in the same biz as Blobby?
It's pretty similar.
I can't. Please.
You just said you were on stage shouting "ducky, ducky, ducky." That's not far away from Blobby, Blobby, Blobby.
I know, but that was the absolute nadir of my career.
Last time I saw you was a Christmas party, and I think I spent most of it reprimanding you for giving me the hardest gig of my life years ago.
I know. Do you want to go for it again one more time?
I'd love to hear this, please.
I thought I didn't come out well as this story.
I think you come out well. Yeah. I think it's just funny. I think it's a funny circumstances when Nina and I did a new material night. What we were told was a new material night. We turned up and then we discovered while we were there, the compare was on. Everyone was having a bad gig. There was about 20 acts on. And the compare at one point spoke to someone in the front row who revealed how much they'd paid for their ticket. And Nina was next to me and he went, what the fuck? That's loads. We can't all be going up there doing new stuff.
Oh, no.
And I was like, well, it's new material. We're not getting paid. And Nina was like, I don't feel good about this. And then I just saw her put the new puppet back in her bag and then bring out the monkey. And I was like,
you're in trouble.
I was like, Nina, I'm on after you. What are you doing? Goes on, just obliterates not just the venue, all of Soho was like in ruins after this gig. Like, absolutely, the audience's heads are spinning around and popping off. People can't believe how funny it is. It's literally the best. So, Nina's like got like a set with that monkey that is some of the best comedy you'll ever see.
Yeah.
And then I had to go on after that with my newest stuff. And I never
Why
died.
didn't you pivot?
Because I didn't have anything like that.
Come on.
Even my own
Come on,
stuff.
James.
Ready to eat apricots.
No, I think it's pure
This is
art.
probably in those-
He's there to do the art. That's what you should do. That's why I think he's the more valiant in that story. Because you go on, you do your new stuff. That's how you create.
But you're a
That's how you
professional,
keep the world going. But
You gave those people a good night.
All right. I gave him
James refuses to give people a good night.
Famously.
I think I probably didn't have new material. I probably was just thinking.
You did have new material. You had a bunch of puppets that were all new. They were all sitting at the back next to me while I was watching you, looking at those guys going, what?
Have you ever had a new puppet to do new material and then it turns out it just doesn't work?
Yeah, I've never really had any other puppets than Monkey. I had a granny for a bit, and then I thought it was a man puppet actually that I put in a dress. But then I thought I'll get an actual granny, and then I spent a lot of time and money designing this old lady, and then when she arrived, she had nothing to say. And I would look at her and think, say something, God damn it, nothing. It's just a sad, needy look, like a dog that you have to leave in the house. And so I don't...
Just sitting there when you come back from gigs being like, do you have a good time? Do you have another good one, did you? Use the fucking monkey again.
Terse and just like this feeling of owing. And so I ended up just using monkey, really. There's something so comfortable about that monkey to me. It's the one. It's got the voice. I was going to say I've definitely fallen for my own illusion. But he's very easy, fits in a handbag. He's very straight-looking face that you can project anything on. So I don't really, I'll be really surprised if I use another puppet. It serves the purpose. I'm not a puppet guy. I'm not actually a monkey guy either.
Well, now this thing of putting the masks on the audience as well, I think when you hit on that must have been absolutely huge.
But that's lovely, and it just keeps generating new stuff. Yeah, I love that. And I've started making my own of those a bit. Mm-hmm. And then I've got I've got a better system now where we're 3D printing them and you can come up with a few more faces more quickly. So, yeah, it's different every time, and that's really a relief. It's lovely.
If Ed, myself, and Benito were puppets, who do you think would be the most inspiring if you looked at us and who would have the most to say?
Well, Benito's the most inspiring in this situation. He hasn't got a mic, and it's like, what would he say?
What's he thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's thinking a lot of stuff.
I mean, you guys are very capable with your own faces. I don't feel like the need to override what you've got.
Yes.
You know.
The silent producer is an intriguing character.
It's very intriguing.
Yeah.
It's very, very.
He definitely hates our guts. I'll tell you that.
He hates our guts. If he was a puppet, he'd be slagging us off, even though he's fucked up a lot this week. We always start with still a sparkling water, Nina.
Oh yes, I'm going to go sparkling, belting stuff from the Highlands, not this gentle Italian fizz. That really stuff that it hurts.
You want stuff that
excoriates the roof of your mouth.
Feels sparkling.
Strong bubbles, spiking bubbles. Yeah.
How ferocious do you want the bubbles? Like
as ferocious as it gets. Yeah.
You want to feel it.
Well, this is the dream restaurant, so we can take it dangerously ferocious if you want.
Yeah, let's go for it.
We can. It's really going to be painful though.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a big cup of pins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're moving really fast.
Okay, let's go for it.
Just constantly.
It hurts. Mm-hmm.
Wow, you're tough, man.
Yeah. You're so tough.
How long have you been tough for?
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes toughness.
10 minutes toughness. Tap. Do you get a lot of tap?
Some people do specify tap, and it's because where they grew up or where they live has very good tap water and they're very proud of it.
No, I also think it's people who want to seem down to earth
and
during
save
an
money.
interview. Yeah. They're like, oh no, I just have tap.
Yeah.
And you look at them and you're like, you ain't having tap.
Yeah.
No way. You'd throw tap back in your assistant's face.
In a restaurant, I actually often do go tap when they say still or sparkling, but then you feel guilty. It's like, oh, okay, tap. Luddite.
I don't think you should feel guilty. I think they set it up so you have to ask for tap. So when they go, do you want still or sparkling water? You have to make that step and say tap to get it for free. So all they're doing is trying to get more money out of you.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah. And you should say all that to them.
Yeah.
You go, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, I know what this is.
Yes.
Now bring me sparkling water that's painful.
Yeah. Let's start as we mean to go on here and be honest with each other and open. And not have you try and just pull the wool over my eyes and trick me.
Yeah.
Although sometimes it's the other way around. Yesterday I had a whole thing with the shop around the corner from me, always trying to get me to have a loyalty card.
Oh.
And I'm always like, I don't want one. And
hang on, what do you mean always? Do they know it's you every time, or do they offer it as a new customer?
They know it's me every time. They always offer me a loyalty card. I go, no, I'm all right. Once I had it and I lost it within a week, and I was like, I'm not bothering with this. and yesterday she was like, come on, just you're in here all the time. Just get a loyalty card. And
She's got a point.
I was like, I'm not having one. I don't. I was like, I'll lose it. It'll become a whole thing for me where I've got to remember to have it. It'll become a stress in my life I don't need. And I'm trying to say to her, I'm loaded. Without saying it. So I try to say, look, and eventually I had to go, look, I promise you, I'm going to come in here just as much as I do anyway. Either way. So you're either going to get more or less money.
What sort of shop is it?
Just a nice shop. Go and get my fruits and vegetables, go and get my smoked salmon, go and get my kombucha.
Right. Oh, it's that? You can get a loyalty card in a shop like that?
They know you're loaded. Because you're going in to get your kombuchas and smoked salmon from a shop regularly.
Yes.
I feel like if I had managed to fill up a whole thing of stamps and then I got a free coffee,
would
it be enough? Good. No, I don't know if it would feel enough.
What would you want instead?
Much more. I'd want all kinds. I don't know. I want a holiday.
Yeah.
I bought 10 coffees and now I'm claiming my holiday.
To fill this up. Do you know what it took to remember that and bring it? And this coffee is not the big enough reward, I would say.
If it was a holiday to Aberdeen, would that be a good enough holiday for all the remembering?
Although I did have a holiday in a car park in Selkirk during lockdown. And that was a big error. I fell for the photographs on the Airbnb, which were a country mansion with rolling hills. Oh my God. And they were nearby. But they weren't part of the bloody place. It was in a car park. I'm not joking.
So on the photos, it was just photos of the local scenery rather than the view from the window.
But I find that kind of thing painful. I found booking painful when I don't read the small print. I just think, I'm not going to go if I don't just book it. Shall I just book it? Shall I have to book and then go and then suffer?
Car park.
Terrible at that. Yeah.
So in my head, you were in a car as well. You were sleeping in your car on holiday in the car.
Oh, yeah, in the car.
That's what I thought. When you said that, I thought, oh, my God. It's the most depressing thing I've ever heard. But you were in a house in the car park. I can't even get my head around how that works.
I think somebody had a garage and they turned it into a sort of a lofty barn sort of thing, but it wasn't really. It was probably still out there.
Were you in the little box with the arm that goes up and down and lets people in and out? Was that where you were sleeping?
I'd like to sleep in one of those.
In a little toll booth?
Yeah.
In a toll booth, yeah. Upright. On the arm, up and down all night,
please. Sliding all the way down and then sliding back to the middle.
Yeah.
If you worked in a toll booth, would you duck down below the table and do the monkey?
Yes. Thank God. Then I wouldn't have to be there. It would be laughing and apologising for everything he says. Just them.
Now the monkey's come back up, I'd really like to talk about your film, actually. Tell us a little bit about Sunlight, your directorial debut.
Yes, I know. It was a real pleasure to do. It's been, since I began working on that, 7 years, believe it or not. I cannot believe how long it takes to make a film. But that's a love story between a man and a woman who doesn't want to come out of a monkey suit, which is me.
Yes.
And that really is me, I think, in the world. And so deciding that you whatever you had doctored yourself as the way to present in life isn't right, not really what you want, but you're stuck in it. And then you don't make good decisions because you're not a good ambassador for yourself. And then you get a monkey and you're hidden in it, and you don't have to be a woman or of anything, and you can just start from scratch. That was kind of the premise. And that's what I kind of did on stage. I got a monkey built by the woman who made Chewbacca, and I really, really loved being in it. But it was very stuffy and I couldn't breathe, but it definitely was my happy place because I couldn't. Yeah. I don't know, it was very freeing. And I did an hour of stand-up in that monkey, straight out the gate without a plan. New material, James.
Yeah.
Or not.
Wow. Where was I? not going on next to that gig.
Nina, let me borrow the monkey costume for my bit as well.
But I was working with Shanoa Allen of the Pajama Men, and we were doing little gigs together, and I was sort of falling in love with him from inside this monkey suit. And I thought, this is a weird seduction, but it might just work. Maybe I can pull this off. And sorry. Anyway.
Do you still love him if you're not in the suit?
I do very much. Yeah. I came out.
But he has to be in the suit.
He has to be in the suit.
Yeah. Someone's got to have the suit on.
The suit just lied next to us. But I really enjoyed making it. I went to New Mexico. It felt like proper American road trip movie, and I loved doing that. It was great.
Shanoa's a little pervert.
Oh yes, I remember this. Go on, please.
What's this?
He walked it at Glastonbury Festival. My girlfriend and I were in our caravan, sleeping on top of it's so hot, it's boiling hot.
Right.
So we were sleeping on top of the bed, just in our underwear. Shanoa just walked in out of nowhere.
Oh no! He thought it was his caravan.
He got the wrong caravan.
Oh, no.
He reversed out of there. He was very, very. It was extremely British actually in that moment. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I was like,
"Didn't you immediately shout that he was a pervert?"
Yeah, I said, "Get out of here, you dirty little pervert! I'll slap you silly." That's Home Alone. That's from Home Alone.
Yeah.
Poppadoms on bread! Poppadoms on bread, Nina Conti! Poppadoms on bread!
Poppadoms on bread, do you say?
Yes.
Just a bit.
You did just a bit say that. I would like poppadoms, please.
Lovely choice. Why the poppadoms over? Yeah.
Thin. And sauces. Fun sauces.
You can have all the sauces. Take us through the fun sauces.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Question was a curveball. Yeah. Lie down. Wow. Yeah, poppadoms. I like those little poppadoms in a bag of crisps. They're not in with the crisps. They are the crisps.
Replace.
And I would have them at the Royal Shakespeare Company. I was there, darling. Yeah. And at the Dirty Duck pub after the show, they would sell those. I'd have them with my old friend Annie.
Do you want those for your dream menu then? We'll get it from the Dirty Duck pub.
From the Dirty Duck.
Little packet of poppadoms.
Packet of poppadoms.
The mini ones.
People have a certain idea about Shakespeare and the RSC, the sort of how highfalutin the whole thing is. I think people might be surprised to hear that you're off to the Dirty Duck for a bag of poppadoms.
It's all about sort of shagging out there, I think.
Oh, yeah?
It was a bit like a summer camp or something.
Yeah.
But then I was going to really slag it off, but I was scared. What if I want to go back? But I don't want to go back.
Come on, slag it off there. Listen to this.
It was just
What, do you think Shakespeare's going to hear?
Shakespeare's not going to hear it.
I like Shakespeare. Shakespeare would roll over in his grave if he knew how bad some of those shows were.
There we go.
There we go. So you leapt over the line. You were scared of approaching a minute ago.
There's pomposity about it, and there's an incredible. You sort of got to behave there, and all of this. But it's actually kind of a theme park, I think, when they're doing it all the time. And maybe there've been good ones. I'm talking about a long time ago. I was there in 2000. It was a long time ago, and it felt like everybody was pretending. I don't know. I just couldn't believe in any of it. But maybe I was just very sour grapes. I didn't have any lines. And I was in a very tight dress, and I had to not laugh or anything. I had to hold my hands in a clasp like that, the chest bone, and pretend to take an unnatural interest in what the speaking characters were saying.
Was that your first puppet? The hands in front, not saying anything?
The hands holding on to each other. Well, I would dig my nails in because I would get the giggles because it was serious and I wasn't allowed to get the giggles, and you had to behave well. You got told off all the time. I got sent to the voice department and stuff.
The voice department?
Yeah, what are you sent to the voice department for?
On day one in the Swan Theatre, we walked around and we had to say, "I'm wonderful." And I can't tell you how unhappy that made me.
Quite rightly.
And some people, these drama exercises, I think they do have their point because they get you out of yourself or something. But that really broke me. That I'm wonderful in a big voice. I felt so silly.
Yes.
But maybe now, I actually, looking back, I think I was I hadn't bloomed at all. I was a very tense person. And so I would say everything was stupid because I didn't want to take the risk of looking stupid.
Yes.
So actually, in retrospect, I go for it then. See if you can walk around the theatre saying I'm wonderful properly and sonorously, then maybe you do belong here.
Can you do it now?
No.
I think that's one of the or maybe the biggest difference between comedians and actors.
Yeah.
Is that I think to be an actor, you really have to not give a shit about looking silly and being embarrassed and just go for it. And comedians, we think everything is stupid. We don't want to do it. We feel really stupid doing that sort of stuff.
And looking silly should be our job.
Hey, it should be our job, but actually we are we're
like
all very controlled,
yeah.
And just the way that we like it. We don't want to do the stuff that feels stupid.
No, we don't want to do and say someone else's lines and do all of that. I know I would find it really hard going back to acting, even if I had to go walk over there and pick up a cup.
Yeah,
wow, on the way I'd be feeling like a fraud.
Yeah. I've never picked up a cup before.
But surely they know I'm not really going to pick up this cup.
What was the play? What was the Shakespeare play?
I was in As You Like It, and I was in Comedy of Errors, and I was in a very long George Bernard Shaw play called Back to Methuselah. But yeah, Comedy of Errors, As You Like It was the big challenge. That was the big challenge where I was really set dressing and standing in that dress. It was very difficult. So I got out of there. That's when I went to comedy. I got out of there.
Yeah,
I became a ventriloquist during the time I was there.
I had to do a school play once where I played a waiter who didn't have any lines because it was like a cafe in the background of the whole play. And they were like, just come out now and again and sweep the road. I'd swept that road every 30 seconds, I'd say. I was out. Yeah. Like just, in charge of the cafe, I'd pop out, sweep. They were like, just do it whenever you want. But like, you just sweeping the road. That road was squeaky clean by the interval.
Should I be sweeping the road as the genie waiter?
Well, maybe you should actually,
I'm supposed to be sweeping the road? I didn't know that was one of my duties. Let's start with your dream starter.
My dream starter is a pistachio nut tree.
What?
It's a tree.
Yeah.
And you eat the pistachios off the tree because they're very different on the tree.
Wow.
And they're beautiful. They're pink. These lovely little pink buds. And the tree is a very beautiful tree and it smells amazing. I only met one for the first time last year. Yeah. And I was in love with this tree thinking, that's probably the loveliest tree I've ever seen. And I didn't know what it was, but on that leaf app thing when it tells you what it is, and our phones do it anyway, it told me, you take a picture and then it's like Shazam's the tree. And pistachio came up and... That was so exciting. I was, oh my God, those little pink buds are pistachios.
Yeah.
And then you can open them and they're pink and they're sort of fruity and they taste amazing.
Wow.
That was in Greece. I
didn't know any of what you've just said existed until you just said it. I didn't know pistachio trees were a thing. I didn't know Shazam a tree. Yeah. Like, this is incredible. Wow.
Yeah, it's really, really lovely. I know we always think of them as those open guys in bowls and they're salty and they're colourless. These were really pink.
And are they still in shells? Are there still shells?
It was a shell. You had to kind of, you bite through that with your teeth.
They're not, obviously they're not as open. Is that when you take them off and you dry them maybe?
I'm trying to remember. I think some of them were maybe a tiny bit open, but definitely I remember biting it open.
You bit it
messy.
Open?
Yeah.
Your dentist would tell you off for that.
Yeah.
Right, and molars. Yeah, it works.
Did your dentist listen to this podcast?
I haven't been in a while.
Oh, yeah. Mine does.
Oh.
Obviously. What you got to know about James is when he's not recording this podcast, he lives in an animated world in a small village, like in a sort of Fireman Sam world.
Lovely, yes.
Where he knows his dentist. He knows his dentist with his full name.
Yeah. You know he knows his doctor. Full name?
Yeah.
And how long have you been going to this dentist?
Quite a while, since 2018. I'd say. Yeah. Because that was when I moved to that flat, and then I just carried on going to, even when I moved out, carried on seeing the same dentist. Because
it's 7 years that you've been seeing this dentist. Have you seen him more than once a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go quite a bit to the dentist and the dental hygienist, and then I'll see them in the corridor. My dentist, I go, oh, just seen the hygienist. He'll say, so I listened to that episode the other day, and then as soon as he says that, I'm like, what food did I say I eat in that episode? Oh no, did I speak loads about sweets again? Is he gonna? I mean, probably in the bad books.
James is very obsessive about things like that. So
it's amazing.
James goes to the dentist every day to have his teeth brushed.
Yeah.
Me again.
Because you're a ventriloquist when you're at the dentist and they're in your mouth.
I can still talk.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Do you do that? I know you haven't been in a while.
Do you do them saying what great teeth you have?
Yeah. Oh, Nina, your teeth are so perfect.
You don't need to come back for 5 years.
Yeah, it's the very back of your mouth. You're using the back of your tongue and the soft palate.
Oh, cool.
To form substitute lips at the back. And
wow.
That's where you do plosives. Now that we're at plosive, it's written all over the wall behind you.
Yeah.
That's how you form plosives.
Oh,
the back
wow.
of the tongue into the soft palate. And so that's got really not anything to do with the front of your mouth, so that can be open and things can be in and you can still say Peter Piper and all that.
That's really
if
cool.
you want to.
Not a huge fan of the phrase substitute lips.
No?
No.
No.
But no, just when something just scratches the wrong itch.
Yes. It doesn't sound nice. Yeah, sounds pretty horrible.
Yes.
As well as whatever you said, humping your tongue against the back of your palate.
Humping's nasty. Substitute lips is nasty. I've lowered the tone.
But I would, if I was you, I'd be talking all the time during the dentist. I absolutely love it.
Well, you have
especially last time I was there, like when I went in, it's the hygienist and the assistant just said hello to me. No small talk beforehand. As soon as they're in my mouth, they start saying to each other, so who do you think's going to win Traitors? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I can't get it. So I was having to put my, one of them said, to be fair to her, she said the person who did end up winning, but I disagreed at the time. I put my hand in the air and I wagged my finger. While they were in my mouth. And they were like, you don't agree? I was like,
Then you left the dentist, they offered you a loyalty card.
Yeah. I'd take that one. I'm there every morning. A pistachio tree sounds amazing. We haven't had this.
Do you want it growing out of the middle of the table in the dream restaurant? We say it's time for your starter and the tree grows in front of you.
Yes, if it can be sped along a bit.
Oh yeah, no, I don't mean growing in real time.
Okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's quite a long starter. It's actually the most of the meal if you're waiting for it to grow in real time.
Yeah, it's a very long time.
I'd say most of the meal, yeah.
Yeah. We don't know what the rest of it is yet. Yeah. Could be stuff that takes even longer.
Yeah.
Yes, they can roll it out with this big clump of earth.
Yes. How big is it?
I think it's on a par with, I'm trying to think of another tree. Roan tree, maybe?
That's not helpful.
Of a football goal.
A football goal?
On its
Thanks for speaking our language. You took one look at us and you went, I'm going to have to make this about football for these lads.
Hang on a minute. I think the four of us could make about the size of a pistachio tree.
On our shoulders?
You're the trunk. We're on your shoulders and we reach our hands out and we've got about the size.
And we should do that one day.
We'll do that one day.
And we're like acrobats on Ed's shoulders, all come out at different angles.
Yeah, and with our fingers splayed and everything, extremities out, and that each is a bunch of pink pistachio nuts.
Your dream main course?
My dream main course. Gosh, this is a dream. I should have dreamt bigger because this is something that I can have anytime. But my dad makes a spaghetti pomodoro, which is very nice with fresh tomatoes. And it comes from his father. It's Italy. It's my Italian connection, which I tried to make the most of. I never met anyone Italian in my family. They all died. But this is a connection, this dish. Yeah. And I made a video of him making it with the monkey. And he put up with it very sweetly and made the whole spaghetti with the monkey being facetious. So it's that. And you don't put the garlic in it. You don't eat the garlic, but you flavor the oil with the garlic, good olive oil, fresh tomatoes, and very al dente pasta, which he has a weird thing. He doesn't use a colander. He takes a pincer thing and takes them out and sort of waggles them around a bit and then into the plate.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Is that to keep some of the
bit
water?
Of the water, yeah. It's not too drying. Yeah.
Nice. This does sound absolutely delicious.
That does sound good.
Classic.
It's quite simple. No cheese, a little bit of chili, a little bit of arrabbiata, a little bit angry. That means if you want a little bit angry. But
is that what that? I don't think I ever knew what that means.
Is that what it means? Arrabbiata.
That's what he told me.
Yeah.
But he's an actor as well. He could have been.
Lying,
I mean,
I don't trust him with the acid story.
Yeah, exactly. He did tell you about the man who screamed for a year.
Screamed for a year.
Yeah.
That man was very arrabbiata.
And this is just your whole life you've had this, your dad's been making this?
I guess so, yeah. I think so. And then he told me that the tomatoes are the best. If you go to the Amalfi Coast, that's where you get the tomatoes, the most lovely. And I went there this year and had it there. And it was lovely.
So maybe the man did scream for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he did. Maybe still screaming.
Oh, no.
Oh, so you think it was a year when your dad told you?
Yeah, it was only a year then.
It was a year in.
Yeah, it was a year in.
Yeah.
He hasn't unballed either. He's still...
Oh, yeah.
Terrible for your back, that.
Awful for you. I mean, yeah, he's fucked. That's it. He's never, if he's still doing it, he's never getting out of that position. He's always going to be a little ball.
Maybe my dad was on acid when he told me that.
Yeah.
That's true. It could have been when he
Yeah, look, that man is just over there screaming.
Yeah, the pasta was very weird that day. All over the place. Used a colander, that's how you knew.
Yeah.
That guy must be on acid.
Something's up.
He's tripping balls. You said that you put up with the monkey. What does your dad think of all your comedy and your shows?
I think he's sort of astounded that I would be a ventriloquist, as am I. I don't know how it's happened. It's a very strange thing to say you are. It's not something I've been a fan of or anything. He's astounded, and I don't know. I think he's a little frightened maybe of what that monkey can say.
Yeah.
Or that it might be angry, or maybe that I'm not okay. Or is everything okay? Why is he so foul to you? That sort of thing.
Oh, that's what he says.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't think of the monkey as foul. Everybody says he's a rude monkey and everything. But I don't know if he is really. I think he's kind of all right. Seems normal to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's the best part of myself. That's a line from Tootsie.
It would be weird if the monkey was just like completely normal and agreeable though, right?
He is.
No, but as in he's not, he is rude. He's cheeky
he's not
monkey.
Deliberately rude.
That wouldn't, Nina, it wouldn't be a show if you had a monkey puppet who was just normal and
he's
fine.
Honest.
Agreed with you.
Yeah,
He's just honest. He's not out to be rude. I mean, I guess my honest self might be rude, but I consider it sort of straight talking, quite yogic, quite calm. He's got a steady pulse and just says things quite honestly.
Yeah.
Unlike me, I'm like fretting around at his side. But I don't think of him as rude. I think of him as steady.
Then what's like, I swear that there's bits in it where, like if I'm thinking about the 10-minute golden all the hits set that you did at the New Material Night, there's plenty of lines in that where you say something and the monkey's like, fires back at you with a little, with a dig.
Yes, I mean, he's all the time called me a slut and a bitch and all of that.
I mean, that some people would say that's rude.
Some people would. I can't get enough of it for some reason. I don't know. I think I find it honest.
I don't think I couldn't say that and then start saying I'm being yogic. Guys, I'm being yogic.
You bunch of sluts.
It's funny. I don't know why I'll never not find it funny him calling me a slut. I don't know why what does that mean that I find that so funny? And then if I say call me that, it hasn't aged well. I'll just say it again. And for some reason.
Well, that is funny. The monkey calling you a slut is funny.
Yeah, as long as we know it's actually you doing it.
Yeah.
As long as we know it's me doing it.
Yeah. If that was you and Shanoa said it on stage, I'd be like, that guy used to fucking.
It's a bit much.
Yeah. Well, that's not funny.
That's rich coming from a perv.
Yeah. That's rich coming from you, Shanoa, you little perv. But like, that's part of the thing, isn't it? Is that we know it. We know it's you.
Yes.
But also, we're not sure that you know it's you.
Nor am I.
As the audience. We're like, does she know that's her?
Yeah.
Because that comment from the monkey seemed to have genuinely caught her off guard just then.
Yeah. And it's true. And I've lent into that as much as possible. So I have let control go. I would like to encourage madness and, split personality with that monkey. I try not to get in the way. I look at him and I try to have nothing to do with what comes out his mouth. So I wonder if I've grown little separate neural pathways that are slightly different from my own over time. I hope I have.
Like
I'd love to go on a brain scan and see what happens when he's talking or when I'm talking.
Yeah.
It'd be really fun to see a different bit light up. I hope so. I've been working at it for ages.
Yeah.
I think Severance.
You think it's like Severance?
Yeah.
I think it's like Severance. I think, he's your innie.
Yeah.
Work self and you're the outie.
Yeah.
And you're on stage together and you don't know that it's both you.
No, I have to look at him as well for it to work. Actually, I have to look at the face to properly engage the severance.
Yeah.
Because then it seems to talk to me. And during a bad gig, I look at it and it seems to look at me. Like, this is not good, Nina. You've let me down.
Oh, so he never takes responsibility for the bad
No,
gig?
he looks at me blankly like, that wasn't, this is not okay, Nina. They don't like you. And I'm here having to put up with this.
It's quite a toxic double act, really. Yeah.
Just like us.
Yeah, it's true.
But then sometimes he's a real friend, like with the Paris food gig I did, where everybody's standing up and they're taking little morsels off trays and there was music playing and it was a corporate I shouldn't have done, but I thought Paris would be nice.
Yeah.
And they weren't listening. It was just a lady on stage with a teddy trying to hold herself together. And they were all chatting and I looked at Monkey and, oh my God, I could have hugged him. It's just like the only friend in the world. We were in it together. And I looked at him. Really, I wanted to just hug him and leave.
As this is a food podcast, do you remember any of the food at the food gig that you did and was an awful gig?
I'm afraid I don't remember.
Just remember the monkey.
I had a nap under the table before I went on, feeling really bleak. It was a tough one.
It was a tough one because they were all going, that's that lady who was napping under the table just now.
With her puppet.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? She's on?
Who's the crazy lady?
I kicked her earlier. Your dream side dish?
Oh, God, I haven't made these fun enough. These are all real. I was in New York recently.
We started with a pistachio tree. I don't want you to worry about your menu.
Yeah,
this is fantastic. We've had a lovely pistachio tree, a beautiful dish that reminds you of your dad, and he used to cook it and still cooks it. Cooks it with the monkey. We've got all of these.
Thank you.
We've got Shakespearean poppadoms. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Dirty duck.
Great. Well, this is broccoli rabe.
Oh, yes.
RAAB. And it's from Little Italy in New York. And when I was doing shows there last year, there's an Italian delicatessen, which I think is called Di Paolo. I hope it is. And it was on the corner, and you have to go there early. They're a little bit rude to you. You have to stand in a special place of the queue. You don't walk up to the counter because they don't like that. And you have to wait. They shout at you to wait. And then you go, but you have to go early in the morning or the rabe will be gone.
Right.
And it's freshly made. And then you go up and you talk to them and they do explain a lot about the food. You realise it's kind of a show and that's why you had to wait your turn. Mm-hmm. You can't interrupt the show. And that was really lovely. And I had that most days.
That does sound delicious. And I'm still not totally sure. I've seen it on TV shows. I've seen people talk about it. I don't know what it is, really.
I don't know how
is it quite bitter?
It's a tiny bit bitter, yeah, and it's much thinner, stringier than broccoli.
Yeah.
But it's softer. It's so delicious. A little bit bitter.
Also, because I think I've only ever heard Americans say broccoli rabe. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know it was actually called broccoli rabe. I thought they were saying broccoli rob.
Yeah, I thought that because the first place I heard it was The American Office, where Andy Bernard's character has a friend called Broccoli Rub. But the way he says it, I thought he's saying, because it's a person he's talking about.
Yeah, Broccoli Rob.
His name was Broccoli Rob, and because you never see that character. It's a friend of his from college who he talked about, who he was in an a cappella group with. So you just are like, and he gets mentioned a few times, and you're like, well, I guess it's a guy called Rob who liked broccoli.
Or he has got big sort of puffy hair.
Sure.
Like broccoli, yeah.
He could have had big puffy hair like broccoli.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't know any of that. And then actually when I learned it was Broccoli Rob, I was like, so hold on, what the fuck? That character's named after an entire dish? And we don't even, like, that was even more questions for me.
Yeah, Rob sounds easier to say because Rob. You get lost in that vowel. That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't take acid and try and say Rob. You'll be saying it for a year.
Eating Rob and a Saab.
Saab.
I don't like a double A, really.
No, I agree.
Lose the will to live before the end.
How did they prepare this broccoli rabe?
I didn't see that. I imagined it was a slow saute. Oh, saute. That's another difficult one. Sauteed rabe. I think that it's very oily, and there's a lot of garlic in it that you do eat. It was delicious. That's on the side.
And I got to ask as well, because you said these men were rude. The staff are rude to you. Now, earlier you said the monkey wasn't rude, and we know what the monkey says. So how bad must these people have been? What were they calling you?
Yeah.
I think I got just shouted at quite sternly to get in the queue because I went to the counter and they didn't want me there at all.
Yeah.
Back in the queue. But it was, I don't know, it's Italian. It's kind of charming road, you know.
It's part of the experience.
It's not so bad.
Yeah.
Get over there. It's not so bad.
I get a real kick out of doing things right and following the rules. So the first time I went and I'm told off for going to the counter, I'd be gutted. And I'd have to build up the bravery to go back, really, the courage.
I did. It took a lot.
But then when I go back and do the right thing straight away, I'd love it. And I'd love it if someone else was there for the first time and they messed up.
So be like, how do you not exactly what happened?
How do you not know this? I love it.
Oh, they're gonna get it.
Oh yeah. Oh, when I first started, doing gigs in London, little boy from Kettering, I'd stand on the wrong side of the escalator, get bollocked. Now, if I am about to go up the escalator and I see someone standing on the wrong side, I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, rubbing my hands together. Well, I don't even want to walk up that side, but I'm doing it.
Especially if it's a family with small kids.
Yeah. Excuse me, can you and your stupid fucking kids move out the way, please? Absolutely brilliant. And then they always move muttering, oh, people in London are so rude. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you, stand on that side of the escalator. It's written everywhere, you fucking idiot. I love it.
Do you cause trouble in the public?
Yeah.
Do you just say fuck off to people?
No. Oh, I'm actually very nice.
No.
Yeah, I'm very polite and I say, excuse me. But I think almost I do it in a way that's even worse.
You have to because you're famous, though. If you weren't, do you think you would let it out a bit? No. I've never. I've always tried to be as nice as possible, but they can tell. They can see it in my eyes. And I'm like, oh, excuse me. And they're like, that guy really wants to. He thinks my kids are fucking idiots. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I do. Fair enough. Fair cop. I do think that. Dream drink. I've stopped drinking for 3 years, but dream drink, I can have wine. I could have white wine. I could have Puy Fumé, cold. Beautiful. Oh, it's been ages. Yeah. I could have a chili margarita. I could have everything again. I could get it all back. I could have a tequila. Yes, you could. Yeah. Oh, can I? Yeah, it's been so long, 3 years. Wow. And I'm not going back to it because life is way better. Yes. Yeah. But, obviously I still love it. And a pint of lager with my poppadom crisps. Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah. I could get really hammered on my deathbed, but I have to wait because I'm getting so much more done. Yeah. I'm sleeping well. Yeah. Managed to make a film. I would never have made that. That would have been a dream dinner if I hadn't stopped drinking. But now it's a real dinner, that film. That's huge, isn't it? To say you wouldn't have made the film. Yeah, I don't think I would. You would have such long evenings without booze in them. I mean, the evening, it's a whole work day. You can send all the emails and make the film happen. You can fund a film if you're not getting drunk. And that was, I look back on that with great relief. That's very motivating as well. Yeah, that's great to hear. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm trying to stop at the minute.
Are you?
I've done 3 weeks so far.
Oh, well done.
But that's what I do feel better. But then also I'm definitely at that point where I'm just I'll think of a drink that I like. I'll be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That tastes so good.
Yeah, it tastes so good.
I'm not drinking a huge amount at the moment. I am having, nights at home where I'm not drinking, and the evenings are definitely longer. But I just don't do anything.
This guy.
It's also really easy. Just watch a bit of telly.
Yeah, he loves watching telly.
You're right. I panic. I get panic attacks watching telly or starting a long show that's a box set or something. Oh my God, I really feel like my life is
I love it.
Ebbing away.
Yeah. I hung a wash up last night. I was so proud of myself.
What,
took me
with
4 minutes.
the TV on?
No, I paused the TV, went and hung it up, put a podcast on while I did the washing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm going to hang this wash up, but I need something going on in the background.
You need 2 things at once.
I need something going on.
He needs something going on.
So I hit play and I was like, this would be good. I'll listen to a podcast while I do this. And I really built up to doing this one chore.
Yeah.
So in my head, I thought it was going to take maybe 2-3 hours.
Long, yes.
So I hit the podcast, I hung the washing up. It was 2.5 minutes it took me because I paused the podcast again.
So fast. No, that's a great tip. That's a life hack.
So yeah, had a busy night last night.
Very busy.
Yeah, this guy.
I can just about do television if I've got a jigsaw. I was going to say, who am I? But I did have a jigsaw. I put a jigsaw out at Christmas and the cat shat in it. And they treated it like a litter box. And then I didn't know it was there was that film with Richard Dreyfuss, that one that Spielberg made ages ago.
Oh, Close Encounters of the Third
Close
Kind.
Encounters of the Third Kind. Why that's coming up in my head. But the jigsaw had turned into these sort of pyramids.
Yeah, like he sculpted the mashed potato.
And I thought he's really done something there with that jigsaw, but I'm really scared to
Done a shit in it.
To touch those pyramids. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad what he'd done. So I don't know. You have to do jigsaws very quick at my house, or that will happen.
Yeah.
What if you looked at the shit and you realised that when he put it all together in that pyramid, he's actually done the jigsaw?
Yeah.
That would be really wonderful.
He's actually put all the pieces together and made it a 3D little jigsaw.
Yeah, it was amazing.
But
he did create a landscape from it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That is pretty bad that happened. What
It's
was the
really
jigsaw
bad.
of?
No.
What was the picture?
The jigsaw was Moomins.
The Finnish cartoon?
Yeah, the Finnish cartoon.
Yeah. I love that. Don't know why. I think whatever it was specifically would have made me laugh, but Moomins particularly.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Funny. Do you like the Moomins?
Like them well enough, yeah. My son's
They're fine,
girlfriend is Finnish, and that's why that was there, because I'd bought it for her for Christmas because she's Finnish. Oh dear me!
That's not good.
Dear me.
That's such a mum
It's
choice.
a mum
Yeah,
choice.
there you go.
isn't
You're
it?
Finnish. This is the Moomins.
Yeah.
Well, they did have a T-shirt with Moonmins on it when they came back from Finland. So,
Okay, yes, that's all right.
they'd opened the door.
They are very proud of the Moomins in Finland, from what I can work out. So I think it's a fair enough gift.
Good.
I've spent all of one day in Finland, and I was given a Moomins mug by someone as a gift. So they,
It's okay then.
Yeah.
All right, good.
They know. It's their royal family, the Moomins.
Yeah.
My cat doesn't know that.
Yeah.
They sweep all the bad stuff about the Moomins under the rug and try and ignore it.
Yeah.
You know, one of the Moomins swears it can't sweat.
Yeah. One of the Moomins had the other one killed in a car crash.
Yeah. That's a grisly episode.
Grisly. I actually don't realise I don't know anything about the Moomins. Are they talking?
Oh
creatures?
Yeah, one of them
They don't
doesn't
have
stop
visible
talking to the
mouths.
press about how him and his wife have been treated, and everyone's like, "Shut up."
They got a Spotify deal.
Yeah, they're like, "Shut up, guys. If you don't like the limelight so much, why don't you just shut up?" That's what people say to him. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Your dream drink
My dream drink
is
Is the wine.
Is
the wine.
Is all
but
the booze.
What kind of wine is
All
it?
the booze. It's another horrible. It's like broccoli rabe. It's a hard one to say without sounding like a tosser. Puy fumé.
Puy fumé.
It's the puy.
Yeah.
Puy.
Yeah.
Puy.
Puy
Puy.
fumé.
Puy fumé.
That's
I
what you
used to
called your
like that.
jigsaw after your cat got to it.
That works. That does work.
Yeah, puy fumé.
Oh Christ!
Hello.
It's really some terrible ingredients. It's so okay.
We'll throw in a spicy margarita as well. And
Yes, please. I
and a
want
pint-
a chili
and a-
margarita.
a chili
Fresh
margarita.
chilies in it
Yeah.
Beautiful.
and coriander in it. Too.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
And also a pint of lager with your bag of crisps from the Dirty Duck.
Yes.
Bag of poppadom crisps.
And the espresso martini. I mean, there are so many good drinks.
Yeah, there are.
So what? The more drinks you list, the more impressive it is that you haven't drunk for 3 years.
Yeah.
It's very impressive.
There were so many lovely ones.
Yeah.
I know. I have 0 beer now. I have 0 beer after the show because it sort of helps a little bit.
Is there a good one? Have you found a good one
Yeah,
yet?
what's your fave?
Heineken one's good. And,
This is what everyone
Lucky
says.
Saint's all right as well.
Everyone says the Heineken one's the best.
Yes. If it's really cold and someone's put it in a glass and you sip it, you can sometimes go, oh, God, was that real?
You just have to wipe your mouth then.
You sounded like worried as well. You sort of went, oh God, is that real?
Well,
so you want
would
to trick
be worried.
yourself.
Yeah. You think, oh, no, I've broken it.
Do you have nightmares about breaking your 3-year stint?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd actually killed someone. I woke up and I killed someone. I was like, this is so much work to cover this up and then it was because I was drunk and I'd let it happen or I'd deliberately done it. Yeah. And there was such a joy to wake up from that and go, I don't have to.
It's the best,
Just to be clear, your main worry when you had killed someone was that it would be a lot of work to cover it up.
Big trouble.
And that you'd broken your 3-year stint.
It wasn't, oh my fucking God, I've killed someone.
Well, the person that I'd killed was dangerous.
Who was it?
A dangerous person. I can't tell.
That's
I
all you
can't
know.
remember who it was, but
Yeah.
they were malevolent, and it had to be done.
Yeah.
But not everyone knew how malevolent they were, and it was a big story. It can be a big thing.
And you were drunk,
These are
yeah.
the traces I have of it in my
Yeah.
mind. I've been trying to remember my dreams more since David Lynch died, because the thread is he was into transcendental meditation and all of that. So I had a little bit of a go at that.
Yeah.
And there's a nether region where it gets a little bit dreamy and you can start to actually tap into remember. And I have been remembering my dreams a lot more since then.
That's pretty cool.
And I did some meditating on the way here, and the taxi driver had the radio on, and it was so noisy and irritating and infiltrating that I put my headphones in and put some strong Tibetan music humming sonorous notes in. I came in here and it was still going in my pocket, and James said, what's playing on your phone? There we go.
Nina didn't want to
I
tell
didn't
me.
want to divulge.
Nina went, no, I can't.
No.
And I was like,
What's that on your phone? No.
I don't want to divulge that I've been transcendental meditating yet. I'm too new to it, and it sounds too weird. But it's David Lynch's fault. I've been on a deep
a big
David Lynch
advocate for
dive
it.
for the last couple weeks.
have you done the paid bit at the beginning?
No, I did the introductory course,
Uh-huh.
and actually the woman was like 20 minutes late and not very apologetic. And then she went up to the desk and said, "Has there been a delivery for me? And is the photocopier working? Is the fax working? Or can I?" And I thought, this doesn't bode well.
That's a test. That's
for
a test.
reaching enlightenment.
You've got to be mindful throughout all of that.
I
She's
know.
testing
I
you.
did think she's
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
she's very chill.
Yeah.
She's not in any rush.
Your favourite David Lynch film before we...
Eraserhead is amazing.
First one.
I love that one. Yeah. The baby, the puppet in that is amazing. Have you seen that? Ducky on acid.
We arrive at your dream dessert.
Yes. I'll lower the tone here. I was just thinking what would be fun. And we back in the 1980s when sugar was just, I don't know, everyone having it was a great, fine thing to have. A pile of sugar on a Weetabix. So it's like a snowy mountain with the milk on it. That'd be dessert.
Amazing.
That's fair enough. I love stuff. Oh, I mean, I used to do that as well. And that's very
A
nostalgic.
pile of sugar.
Yeah. I used to go.
Yeah, it has to be a heap so you can see
Bananas.
it. Yeah.
Bananas as well.
No, that's nowadays. Nowadays,
Nowadays it's bananas.
I'm a goddamn grown up, and I slice up some bananas on my Weetabix. But back then, I was just heaping on that sugar.
Is it something you actually do now, but you know your dentist is listening?
Please. No.
How high is this pile of sugar? I want to...
I think it's about as high as, your thumb, that kind of height. It's like a...
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But like that's impressive.
As high as my thumb or James's thumb, because James got a really long thumb.
No, not the way, across the way. You lie your thumb laterally along the Weetabix.
Just the... actually not as long as your thumb, as wide as your thumb.
When you add the milk, it's going to pour away, so maybe a little bit more, so it ends up about this.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's funny. I've been measuring things. My metrics are weird today with the pistachio nut tree.
You're mainly measuring stuff by like bits of our body.
What we have here.
Yeah. You look at us and going.
Yeah.
So how many Weetabix?
1 actually. Whoa.
Fancy. What are we in a Michelin-starred restaurant?
I'll tell you why, because my bowl is a little bit small in this dream. And there isn't room for 2 lying flat. 1 would be upright and you wouldn't get the sugar even.
Yeah.
So we got to have just 1. But you could have another one afterwards.
So you want the sugar on the flat
enough. Sorry?
You want the sugar on the flat side?
I want it flat.
I used to line them up, like on whatever.
Like toasts in the toaster.
Like toast in the toaster.
Like
I get about 4, and then I'd put the sugar on top of those.
On the side?
On the side.
On the sides of them?
On the, Yeah, on the sides of them.
Yeah.
Which are all lined up to make one surface now.
Yeah. But then you're only getting the sugar on a little bit, right? So you're not...
Yeah.
I agree with Nina that you need to get as much surface area of the sugar as possible, right? So it would be the flat side.
I mean, I'm learning here. We're all learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've never done it like that.
I like that in your dream the bowl is small and you're not willing to change that. So it has to be 1.
Sorry, that's how it comes.
Yeah.
That's how it comes. Otherwise, it's a white bowl. A 2 Weetabix wide bowl is one of those kind of... That's the one kind of bowl.
Like a lasagna dish.
Yeah, we're getting into that.
We don't want to get into that.
No.
Thank you.
Much milk in there?
Much milk?
Much milk?
Enough milk, yeah. There'll be a little bit. What body part will this do? An ear's side-on ear's worth of milk in the bottom of the.
Mine or James's, I've got quite small ears.
Yeah, he's got little.
But I guess they're the same thickness, aren't they?
Yeah. Same thickness. Yeah. That's why yours look so weird.
Yeah.
This is such gross metrics. I'm sorry.
What sort of milk?
What sort of milk?
Yeah.
I think it'll be whole. I've gone oat recently, but it's got to be whole milk for that. But in the 80s.
Well, you're already shit-faced. You may as well have whole milk at this point, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got your espresso martini with this.
Yeah.
What's the milkiest cocktail there is? Oh, it could
White
be
Russian?
Pina Colada. White Russian. Mudslide. Mudslide Weetabix.
Mudslide Weetabix sounds amazing.
Yeah. That was my best friend at school. Little kid called Mudslide Weetabix.
Don't ask how I got that name.
Let's just say that jigsaw will never be recovered. Was he got involved. That sounds great. I really like this. You're not warming it up in the microwave. Some people warm up their Weetabix in the microwave. I think it's sacrilegious.
No, I think that's sacrilegious. It would have to be cold milk. Yeah. The Frosty for the snow theme. Is this snow-capped mountain, this Weetabix?
And is this your favourite cereal as well? Is this the king of cereals, Weetabix?
No, I think I would go for a sugar puff or a Frosty if I'm allowed. I don't have it these days. This is like just a kid's.
It's like nostalgia thing, right?
Yeah. Well, I have a very mature porridge. It's made with water and salt.
Yeah.
And the weird way my dad always ate it was with a separate bowl for the milk, and then you've got the salt porridge water in one bowl, and you take the hot porridge and you dip that into the cold milk so that the milk's still cold around the spoon and you got hot and cold in your mouth at the same time. You would never pour the milk on the porridge.
Wow.
I like this. So the milk's always cold.
It's always really cold. The porridge is hot.
That's a good system.
And it's still like all mushed up porridge. It's not like...
What?
What do you mean
just trying to think about what the porridge looks like.
It looks like porridge.
Mushy. Yeah, it's actually on the kind of watery side. And it's in a bowl far away from you because you have to start with that, then the milk, so the milk doesn't have long to travel to the mouth. You see what I mean?
Oh, so the porridge is furthest away. It comes on the journey.
Into the cold milk.
Yeah, straight
into the mouth.
in.
Quick, because you've got to keep those temperatures separate.
I love it.
Yeah. Very specific.
Lined up like that. That's very...
It's unusual, isn't it?
What's he doing this every morning?
It's unusual. There are things that he does that, now I realise are unusual. There's also the way he makes toast is he then flaps it like with long arms, like he's bringing a plane in. And that's because you have to cool it down or the butter will melt onto the toast.
He doesn't want the butter to melt.
No, there's very specific temperatures. But I've inherited these things now because I think that's how it's done, you know.
So you do that with the toast?
I do. I flap my toast about.
When was the first time you realised that toast flapping wasn't normal?
I did think I just one day looked at him and thought, you look like you're flying, and it's really unusual.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I was about 35.
Okay, I'm going to read your menu back to you now and see how you feel about it. You would like sparkling water, painfully sparkling water. You would like a packet of Poppadom crisps from the Dirty Duck pub with a pint of lager.
Yes.
Starter, you want a pistachio nut tree. Main course, your dad's spaghetti pomodoro. Side dish, a broccoli rabe from De Paolo's in New York. For drink, you would like... Now, I knew as we were saying this earlier, you're not going to remember how to say this, James. Pouli?
You know to not say the L's, man.
Puy?
Think of the jigsaw.
Yeah.
Puy fume.
Think of the jigsaw.
White wine. You also want a chili margarita at some point and an espresso martini at some point. Dessert, a pile of sugar on a single flat Weetabix with an ear's thickness of milk and maybe a mudslide on the side.
Beautiful. I love it. That was a delicious menu.
Thank you. I'm so glad you liked it.
I think it's very nice.
Great.
I want some spaghetti pomodoro now.
I want some Weetabix.
No.
Spaghetti's great without anything on it. Spaghetti's great.
Even like just hard spaghetti. Would you eat that?
I would. I'd give it a go.
You can do that.
Yeah. Some people who do it.
I put one in my ear once.
What?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
A hard one?
Yeah. Touch my own brain.
He didn't touch his own brain.
I swear down I touched my brain.
He didn't touch your own brain.
I swear down.
I planted seeds up my nose when I was a kid.
You planted seeds up your nose?
Yeah, and it was such a bad idea. It was and then couldn't get them out. And then it just, thank God they didn't grow because they might have. That might be the right environment for them.
Pistachio tree?
Yeah.
You were trying to grow seeds. That was the aim.
What was the aim? It was I hadn't thought it through.
But you stuffed them up there wanting to plant
that
them.
might grow up there.
Can you remember what they were? What you were growing?
They were tiny and I think they came out of a poppy.
Poppy seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Imagine if that on Remembrance Sunday, just pulled a poppy out your nose.
That would be the new standard then.
Yeah.
Every year people would go, why aren't you growing a poppy out your nose?
Yeah, if you don't pull the poppy out your nose, you don't care about the fallen.
Nina, thank you so much for coming to the Dream Restaurant.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
Nina.
me. Thank you.